Hi guys, today I'm starting a new series on my channel. It's called The Worst Games Ever, and yeah, it's going to be a new series. I'm going to review loads of really bad cult classic games, and yeah. So episode 1 is Bomberman Act Zero. Basically, here is unless you're living under a rock, before we start, this is a picture of, the traditional Bomberman. He's pretty, child friendly, and yeah, I think most people have played his games. He's pretty famous. But then one time, because of the success of Bomberman in the year 2006, Konami bought the bought the rights to Bomberman and decided to port it on the brand new hip console of the time, the Xbox 360, and boy, it was a bomb. Basically, instead of another traditional Bomberman game that everyone loves, they basically tried to make it more gritty, Gears of War or Halo or something like that, and it was terrible. And before we start the actual gameplay and everything, just look at Bomberman on the front cover. He looks like a mixture between Kratos, Master Chief, and Iron Man. Seriously, this is not what the design should have been. Why not just keep it like what he normally looked like? So anyway, yeah, this like I said, the game didn't do very well, and obviously, and it was also an Xbox exclusive because it was the new console at the time, like I said before. Anyway, what makes this game, other than they completely butchered the original design and everything, the Bomberman Act Zero actually didn't have a story. I mean, there's some crap about, something about Bomberman is trapped in a room full of all kinds of bombermen and women, and they have to basically kill each other, and you have to win. For kids. And this game was rated T for teen. Yeah, when has Bomberman never been child friendly? Yeah. And also, the other thing in the game you could do is you could either be male or female, and you could change your colours. I mean, that's probably the best part in the game, but it's not really much, is it? So basically, I'll just show you a clip here that shows basically a lot of the gameplay. It won't be too long.
Ready, start.
So from that clip, what you've seen is basically, I know the game is a lot like the regular Bomberman games, but as you can see, there's two different modes in this game. There's one mode is one of the modes is a kind of original type of Bomberman mode, like a sky view like the original games. I mean, that's okay, but it's still pretty bad. And the worst is the other mode, first person, and I'd expect to be actual first person from the eyes, but no, it's actually more third person. And seeing this as a Bomberman game, this mode is awful. You're going through a maze and you can't even see what's going on, so what's even the point of having this? And anyway, yeah, and also yeah, it's the graphic. Let's talk about the graphics. I know this was, I'm not a graphics person, I don't really care, but the graphics are really bad in this game. And I know this is one of the original Xbox, not original itself, but one of the first Xbox 360 games to come out, so obviously it's gonna be bad. I mean, like, it's the first. And yeah, but seriously, this looks like an original Xbox game. This is terrible. Seriously. And one of the worst parts about this game is it was full price. I mean, it would be okay if it was about £2 or at least free downloadable on the on Xbox Live Arcade. But no, this game when it came out was about £30. Are you kidding me, Konami? And I support Konami. They make really good games like Metal Gear Solid and all, but you screwed up, Konami, at this point. And one of the worst parts in this game is story mode. Basically, like I told you about the whole, Bombermen and women basically trying to kill each other to get out of this maze. You've got 99 levels, so obviously loads of repetition, the same thing over and over again for 99 levels. Pretty bad. And also the fact that there was only one life, no continues, and no way of saving. Thanks, Microsoft or Konami. So yeah, there's nothing really else I can say about this game. It was awful. And you know what the best part of it is? That since this game, Konami did really bad. The game flopped like bigger than a fat man in a swimming pool. They obviously Konami knew that they couldn't do games like these anymore, so they I don't know if they buy Konami anymore, but obviously they went back to the traditional, cute, kid friendly style Bomberman stuff, which, phew, I'm just happy there was no Act 0, 2, 3 and 4. Then it would go on like the COD series, like Bomberman Act 0 Black Ops or whatever. So, yeah, that was Bomberman Act 0, also known as one of the worst game on Xbox 360. And by the way, this isn't a game that I don't recommend anyone buy it. By the way, if you're wondering, buying it for, to get you and your friends having a laugh, coming over and say, "Ooh, this game's terrible." No, this game is literally really bad and not funny bad. It's not like Manos Hands of Fate, or The Room, you watch it to have a good laugh about how terrible it is. This game is freaking horrible! So that's why, in my opinion, it has been branded one of the worst games ever. So this has been my first episode of the worst games ever, Demon Rant style. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. So goodbye, and by the way, don't buy any of these games. So bye.